Early access. Such a neat little concept, huh? You get to play a game you're excited for way before release, and you're directly supporting the developer, both financially and by giving feedback. Sounds like a win-win for everyone. Well, I have a few fucking problems. I spent $20 on Valheim 4 years ago. I'm still waiting for Valheim to arrive. Many great games have come out of early access. RimWorld, Hades, Kerbal Space Program, Baldur's Gate 3. It can absolutely be a good thing when utilized correctly, but early access is a tool, and like any other tool, it can fall into the wrong hands, the unprepared, the ignorant, or the downright malicious. Kerbal Space Program 2 is a brilliant example of how not to do early access. When it finally launched, it came free with major optimization problems and a lack of content. It was in early access for a little over a year before its publisher, Take-Two Interactive, shut down the studio. The game is still being sold on Steam, an incomplete mess with no developers and zero news on the matter for over a year. First, the game was rushed into release, even for early access standards. Paying full price for access to a bare-bones alpha and a pinky promise that it'll get better shouldn't be the norm, especially when the project is being published by such a big company like Take-Two. They absolutely have the money to finance a game without the crowdfunding aspect of early access. Second, after the game's release, content updates were few and far between. Or should I say update, because this game only saw one major content patch before Take-Two shut down its developer studio. And that's the third issue. Take-Two Interactive. A shitty company, a shitty publisher. You can expect corporate bullshit to happen to any game you see their logo on. Fuck 'em. It's not uncommon to see games spend years in early access. Titles trapped in an endless beta, released much too early, ambitions too big to be realized fully and in a timely manner. Who knows whether Project Zomboid will ever see the mythical 1.0 version number. 7 Days to Die slapped on the 1.0 patch, but it's nowhere near completion. Some promised features still in the pipeline, over 11 years after its early access launch. Escape from Tarkov aims to leave beta this year, at the cost of many features promised during development. Some were pushed back and rebranded as future DLCs, others were cut entirely. This begs the question, are these games in early access? Or are they live service titles in disguise, always in development and never truly finished? Once you're done with a game, it's hard to come back, there are always new titles to try out. But all these early access, live service-esque games keep warring for your attention. Boom, fresh update, boom, new feature. How many times can you replay Valheim because a new biome got added? How many times can you suffer through yet another Tarkov wipe? In time, it will hit that 1.0 checkmark, but you'll be too fed up with the game to go in once more and try it out. There is one more category of bad early access I wish to talk about. Early access titles disguised as a finished product. Do you remember the Cyberpunk 2077 launch? A game that has supposedly gone gold and is feature complete, releases with horrific performance issues, game-breaking bugs and glitches, missing features and cut content. That is not a 1.0 game. That is a fucking beta. Das ist ein Beta. Cyberpunk needed over a year's worth of post-launch updates and fixes to resemble a finished game. Stalker 2 released a broken fucking mess. Battlefield 2042 released a broken fucking mess. Payday 3 released a broken fucking mess. You pay for a finished product, but you're treated like an unpaid playtester instead of a fucking customer. Waiter, more of the worst of both worlds, please. I would like my game both unfinished and egregiously priced. It's not all bad, though. There are examples of early access being used correctly and to great effect. Look at Baldur's Gate 3. Everything that could be done right was done right. Only Act 1 was playable in early access. That gave players a huge incentive to come back after full release, instead of feeding them breadcrumbs with each update. There was plenty of content to enjoy, even back in 2020. Early access buyers also received a free upgrade to a deluxe edition after the game launched. It never succumbed to feature bloat, never reached the status of an endless beta. Larian was always transparent with the players. You knew what you were getting yourself into when buying the game early. There are more examples. Hades, Caves of Quod, RimWorld. Early access can be done right. Just remember this. You are free labor to early access developers. An unpaid playtester. Bite the hand if it feeds you shit. I'm fucking sick of early access and try to stay away from such titles. I can no longer be bothered to check out every update of every game I'm interested in. When I pay for a dozen eggs, I want them now. I will not wait and watch a chicken shit them out one by one over a course of a week. I'll play Hades 2 once it's ready, and I'll play Stalker 2 once they fucking fix it.